Bizo with Wheels, man. We back at it again. Color sand and buffing. What is color sand and buffing? Cut and buff, color sand, sanding, wet sanding, whatever you want to call it, man. If you heard of it, this is pretty much what it is right here. So we got a lot of trash in it, some water droplets, orange peel. You can have pigment sags, you can have runs, really anything, man. In the clear coat is very, very beneficial, pretty much only for the clear coat. Meaning if you have all of that stuff in there, you can get it out. Sometimes you can get it out with the color sanding and buffing process. So of course you're gonna need your water. Let's go check out the equipment, well, the materials that we have. Ah, come on, man, damn. You're gonna have to make sure that it's clean. You want clean material. So what we got is a 3M over here. Got some 3M compound, great stuff. This is also great as well. We got our wool pad, and then we got our foam pad. So we'll put this foam pad right here next to the Widow. We don't want to drop it. You don't want nothing is. I try to be a clean freak when it comes to the color sand and buffing process. You're gonna have to be. So that means a clean bucket. Rinse your bucket out a couple different times. Wipe your bucket out a couple different times. Make sure you don't have anything on your paper. Make sure you got clean hands. I'll just put it in there. Make sure you got a clean bottle. This is the part where you have to be the cleanest. Typically, when you're spraying, yeah, you want to be clean. Let's cut this damn TV down. We ain't even watching it. But let's cut that down. There we go. Yes. But the circumstances and the environment that I'm in, I can only do so much to be so clean. My brother is literally over there spraying this El Camino. This thing looks pretty sharp. I like the color white. This don't look like, it look like a pearl white. Hey, is this a solid white or a pearl white?
Solid.
Solid, look good. Look damn good. Ooh. Yes, open floor painting. You can have a paint booth. You can have however you want. You can go. You can wrap it up in some plastic. My last booth that I built, I wrapped it up in some plastic. Had my lights. As a matter of fact, them the same lights that came out of the paint booth, my old one, when I had my old shop. But yeah, open floor. I like the open floor. It's pretty cool as long as you have like some type of ventilation. You can get away with it, especially if you plan on color sanding and buffing it. Yeah, that's gonna be your friend. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna get color sand and buff. But he might be able to clear it and it's flat and clean enough to where you don't have to. Typically you do, and it just depends on the type of customer, and it depends on what y'all talked about, discussed, charged. If it's like a $600 paint job, I'm not color sanding and buffing. I'm just being real. That's just me. I'm gonna get it as clean as possible. I'll wet the floor up and I'll hang my plastic up and do my little extra steps. But a $600 paint job, yeah, not here. Now, with this one, it's getting color sand and buff. That's what we discussed. But I'm not saying that's not getting color sand and buff. It's more likely. I know what that means. You ran it. Why you call you heavy? They call them heavy. Anyways. Fucking idiot. All right, so we're gonna take this. We got some rough areas, man. We got some areas right here. This got hit with 1000 grit. We're gonna try and go a little bit lower. We're gonna stick with 1000 grit, but we still got some little water droplets. This is where I was breathing heavy and my mask was dripping water out. So we're gonna hit it a little bit more, but everywhere else can get hit with 2000. Now, if you want it to be flat, like crazy flat, like stupid flat, like wild flat, you're gonna block it. You're gonna block it. You're gonna block the color sand and buffing. Typically, I used to DA it. I used to DA it with 1000 grit, DA it with a 2000 grit, DA all the way up to 3000 grit, and then compound and polish it, and it'd be done. It'd be mirror finish, super smooth, super flat, look great. But if you want it flatter than that, then you would just block it. We're gonna go to our blocking areas. Well, our what you call it? Give me just a second. So right now we just rinsing off the block. just to ensure that we don't have any type of rocks, trash, anything in there. Now you want to really keep the same block. Look, I put something. Keep the same blocking that you have for wet sanding. I mean, it's to each his own, however you want to do it. This is a really good one right here. But I'm just gonna rinse it off real good. Come back out here and throw this bad boy. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at what it looks like prior to color sand and buffing. Let's see what we can look for. Ooh, blurry. So blurry. We're looking at the light. We're looking at the light, right? That's what we're taking a look at now. This is called, like, this can be drawback, this can be shrinkage, and mainly orange peel. That's what we're looking at, orange peel. It's the texture of an orange. The texture of an orange, that's why it's called orange peel. So with this being one of the high package paint jobs, we're gonna go ahead and color sand it. We already put a lot of body work. We did some welding, we did some cutting, we did some fabricating, we did a lot of work to this truck. With the package, it's gonna take care of the color sand and buffing process. Now, most people, the average person, when they go buy a car, 9 times out of 10, they're not necessarily looking at the type of clear coat. They're not looking even at the clear coat. They're looking right through the blurriness, the orange peel, and whatever else that might be in that clear coat. And they're looking at the color. Ooh, I like the red, the blue, the yellow, the green, the black. I love it. It looks great. Oh my gosh, it's so shiny because this truck is shiny. Now, mind you, this orange peel right here is everywhere. This blurriness is everywhere. But if I don't mention it, if we're not talking about it, if we're not saying anything, you're gonna look right past it and be like, oh, that's a beautiful truck. I love the color on it. It's blue, it's bright, it's pretty, it's purple. Oh my gosh, but you're not really necessarily paying attention to the orange peel. In person, you cannot see, like, the camera's picking up everything. The camera also does no justice though, but the camera's picking up the swirls, the orange peel, all that stuff. It's picking up all of that. So as I walk through the car, I'm noticing, like I said, the blurriness. You can see the light, but watch. So in my eyes, I actually see the double. Hold on, let's see if we can zoom out. So, dang, my camera, my camera is terrible. It's not even picking up. Anyways, I can see the double bars, clear as day. There's 2 lights, boom, HD. Let me wipe this off. See if that makes it any better. Okay, because y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. That one is out, this one is out, but y'all can't even see it that it's out. So anyways, each light has 2 apiece. Whenever I get done, we should be able to see 2 apiece. So right now, we're gonna start off at 2000 grit because this area isn't that bad. It's not as bad as this side was. It's fairly smooth, but it's blurry. It has an orange peel, and I see some pigtails, and I see some minor scratches. That color sand and buffing process is going to take this out. I was gonna start off in the back, but I want to stay pretty. I want to stay on track with what I'm talking about here. So we're learning. Let's learn together. That blue busting though, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that it's not. So I'm going to take some 2000 grit, and then if 2000 grit isn't cutting, I even got some 15. We got 1000, 2015. The lower the number, the rougher it is, the coarser it is. I got 3000 grit, but I also have 3000 on a DA. The very last thing that we're going to do is we're going to DA it with the 3000 grit. You can block it with the 3000 grit, but you're not going to change the flatness once you hit that 3000 mark. You can change it with the low grit, like 1000, 2000. So if I DA it with 1000, 2000, well, I say 1015 to 2000 grit, with a DA, it's not going to be as flat as it would be if you blocked it with 1000, 2000, 1500, stuff like that. So by the time we get to that 3000 grit, once you just glide over it with that 3000 grit, you're chasing out the 2000, the last, prior to what you hit. I know it's, keep up with me, please. So I don't mind going over the whole thing with 3000 grit on a DA, because I know that 1000 and that 2000 flattened it like crazy, and there's no way that that 3000 grit is just gonna warp it. It's not gonna change the flatness of it. Now that 3000 and that 5000 and just take out those rough scratches. So let's try to, there we go. Let's try to find our 1000 grit. So we got clean water, we got a clean bucket. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of moist. You can just use a splash of soap in there as well. Don't over soap it or nothing like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this bad boy wrapped up. All right, so we have 2000 grit wrapped up, wrapped around the block. We're gonna do X patterns, man. We're gonna keep that block flat. We're not gonna cheat it. You know, we got an angle, diagonal angle. Ooh, yeah, we cutting. You can see it. You can see it, and you can feel it. It's gripping. It's not making too much noise. Just gonna do some X patterns. To each his own, man. It's however you really want to do it. But if you ask me, I would prefer to just block that bad boy out like such. This is exactly what we did when we primed it. Whenever we primed it, we blocked it. So after this, see that right there? See this right here? That's like fisheye. That's like trash. It can be trash. It can be fisheye. It can be a pigment. Just try to block it out. Now, with it being, look, it came out. With it being 2000 grit, it's gonna take a long time to burn it. I lied. If you on a DA, you can burn it with anything down there. You sit in that spot and let it cook long enough, you're gonna be right through the paint, into the paint, right through the clear. You don't want that, because now you done made your day long. So just keep blocking it, and you know you did a damn good job when you're able to see a good reflection after you've you blocked it. So this is 2000 grit. We'll work our way up with 3000 grit. This whole hood can be hit with 3000 grit. Color is on point. I mean, it's still glossy, it's still shiny. So I'm gonna hit this area really good, and then we'll DA it with a 3000 grit. And as a matter of fact, in my head, I've been thinking about doing it, blocking the whole thing with 3000 grit, and still coming behind it with a pad, just in case we have any vertical or horizontal scratches for whatever reason. It just gives you the peace of mind, like, okay, if there's any, because we're gonna be vertical and horizontal and the shit out of this for a while. We got 1000, we got 2000, and we got 3000 in some areas that we're gonna be knocking it out. So that 3000 on a DA would just give you the illusion that it had never really got blocked in a sense, because like I said, that 3000 is just covering up the fine scratches that the 2000 or 2500 grit hit. So let me keep going. All right, so look, let's take a look at it. We hit it with some 2000, but this side got hit with the 2000 and 3000. This side got hit with the, okay, there we go. See the lights? See the lights? We getting somewhere, y'all. So check this out. So let's go back right here. Got the, now I was trying to explain that. You got the lights. We come over here. You can't, it just looks like one solid light. Well, two solid lights. Just this one and that one. You come over here, you can see them individually. That's the results that you want. Just like that. So that's our objective. Now, let's take a look at it even in more depth. See these little tiny, these little dots right here? Those have to be gone. We got a little scratch right here. These have to be out. That's typically fisheye. So how does that occur? Sometimes it can be oil somewhere. It can be something, some chemicals in the air. It wasn't wiped properly. And then sometimes it just happens, man. Even in a paint booth, it can happen. So you don't have to always have a $5,000 to $15,000 paint booth to try to get a flawless paint job. It just happens. So what do we do about fixing it? We gotta go a little lower. This side isn't as bad, but this side is pretty bad along with this fender. So we'll lower it and go back to, we'll have to go to 1,000. 1,000 grit should be able to cut this out. We'll have to work our way back up to 2 and 3. So mind you, we're cutting. There's about 3 coats of clear on here. So we got a little bit of wiggle room to play with. So we'll lower it back down to 1,000. But you don't really see it in the paint prior to touching it. So what I could have done was just hit the whole thing with 2000 and examined it, but I didn't realize it was that much. It was that bad. Now, good thing we didn't go over the whole car with 2000 and then realize like, oh damn, we got to go back down. So this is the part where you kind of see what you need to deal with. And like I said initially, I grabbed strictly 1, 2, and 3, and then a little bit of 15. So I kind of figured that I was gonna have to go over the whole thing with the 1,000 grit first, but I didn't want to. So I grabbed a bunch of 2s and 3s, and yeah, luckily I went ahead and grabbed a 1. So we'll have to go that low. So let's go ahead. It's super smooth though. It's really smooth. But you see these vertical and horizontal scratches. That's 2,000 grit scratches. So you're gonna see them. This is 3,000 right here. So a little bit finer. So when we take that 3,000 pad, let me get it. This is what you want. 3M right here. What the hell are you doing in my water? You just come through, rip my pad, all type of shenanigans. Hey, scram. Hey, man. Your area's over there, bub. Right. Hey, you wouldn't have to use none of that if you didn't run it. It happens. What they say, you ain't running, you ain't painting. Yeah. I mean, when I was at Tinker, when I was, painting planes, that's what they told me. They made me feel good when I ran it. I don't know why. Hey, you're doing a great job. Great job wasting time. All right, let's get to it. So I'm wasting time. Hell, I'm wasting time too if it makes you feel any better, brother. I gotta go backwards. All right, let's go back to the 1s. So, which I promise you, I guarantee, honestly, if I buff this, I guarantee you wouldn't notice it. I would notice it, but like if I casually walk past it, you know what? Why not? Let's just go ahead and show y'all what would happen if you did decide to buff this area. I'm not wasting time. I'm learning it with y'all. So we're going to do that right quick. Big dog coming through the building right now. Yo. Oh, yeah, it's cold. What is it, 9 degrees in here? Something like that. All right. So, look, let me get the buffing, and then we'll see how it looks. Now, my integrity part, we're still going to go ahead and get it taken care of because that's just me. So we'll buff it and we'll check it out and see how we look. Hey, what is it that's on the back of their boots? How it look? Isn't it like that? Or is it like that or something? Something. What is that, man? What is that? So the whole time, this goes on the back of your boot so that whenever you riding a horse and you ready to just be on go and buff a car, it's there. Didn't know that. I'm just playing. I'm just giving you a hard time. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy cleaned up. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see something. Thank God he gave us 2 legs, nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. It'll be all right. Right, going about 1,000 RPM. Mix it in there. 14. A little jumpy. Some of y'all probably looking at me like, he don't even know what he's doing. There we go. This is what they be doing in the back, in the very back at Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, laying that butter. Yeah.
Yeah, pal, whatever Texas Roadhouse you go to, I don't want to go there.
Why?
I don't want to buy it. Laying butter. That was the best you had. Laying butter. They back there laying butter.
Laying the butter on the steaks, on the rolls. The rolls is busting. I go there and buy a dozen rolls every time.
Everybody hit pause in the comments. Please, just pause this man. Pause the video.
So y'all don't like Texas Roadhouse now? You like Red Lobster? Oh, Joe's Crab Shack, the one that got shut down. Y'all like that?
It's part of you.
Oh. Trying to finish the truck. Take your time. This is the time-consuming part. Just ride with it. Just let that buffer just ride with it. I do not work at Blue Beacon. I used to be a supervisor up there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Their clothes, their merch is comfy. So I'm doing this for you guys. So you guys have an understanding. Oh yeah. And get an idea of like when you're color sanding buffing, what you can and can't get out. But for the most part, you can get out almost pretty much everything. Scratches, swirls, runs, pigment sags, orange peel, fisheyes, stuff like that. So we're trying to see if I went down low enough to get the the fisheyes out because they were like little craters. They look like fisheyes, like legitimately. not literally, but whatever. Got about 15 RPM, 1500. And we're trying to pretty much melt the clear coat. We're not trying to burn it. We're just melting it in. Just bear with me. Don't be fast forwarding in my videos now. I need all the watch hours. There we go. Now, we do plan on sanding it back down, but I know I put enough clear coat on here to go back down to 1,000 grit. Just gonna give you guys an idea of what, if we're able to, you know, buff out those orange, that fisheye. We're good. On these micro fabrics, y'all better be tearing them off. You know why. All right, let's take a look at it. Wipe it off real good. Give it a good old. Now I can still see. I'm gonna grab some polish and we're gonna get it just crispy top tier, and I'll give you guys an idea of how it's looking. All right, so we got the black pad now. We still got a few hazy spots, but that polish is gonna get this bad boy out of here. Okay, let's check it out. Take this bad boy off. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just give y'all an idea of how it's gonna look overall. That way I can get it done. Cause I'm not about to, I don't wanna take too much time. That'll be, yeah, empty. Yes, it does get messy. Now, before I actually show y'all, I'm gonna break it down to you that there's different levels, there's different stages, there's different qualities of even color sanding and buffing. You got guys that'll go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You got guys that'll go 1,000, 15, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. Then you got guys that'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 grit, 7,000 grit. This is a time. This is like the time threshold type thing. There's a limit. We're going to 3000 grit. So anything farther than this, we're not gonna go any farther than this when it comes to the shininess. When it comes to any other imperfections that you might see. I haven't wiped it down yet, so. Now, scratches and major swirls, absolutely. But this is what we're going for now that you can pretty much, so there's a time limit to flat rate builds. This is a flat rate build. I could get it probably a lot cleaner, a lot flatter, and a lot shinier than this. But in person, this is extremely shiny. Now, remember what I was talking about, how you can see the lights? You really can't see it in this. I don't know if it's just super glossy is why you can't really see it. But if you can, I mean, now you can see the difference between orange peel and untouched clear coat to this type of clear coat. It's much cleaner, it's much flatter. Let's see if we can wipe this off. So we got a lot of swirls and scratches. Swirls, scratches, orange peel versus this right here. So remember I said those little dots? You can still, if you're looking down on it, it's kind of hard to see, especially to the naked eye. But on the camera, you can kind of see them there. I didn't hit this part really well. So we're looking at right here. This is my main area. But for the most part, we are extremely shiny. Now we want to be, the purpose of doing this is so that we can get it flat. The shininess was already there. The shininess is there. Now we're looking for the flatness. So that's what we're going for overall, all around the whole truck. So we're gonna get rid of all those little nibs, and so we're gonna do the whole thing with, clearly we gotta do the whole thing with 1000 grit. So yeah, this is what we're going for. Yes, sir. That's what we're going for. I really wish you guys could see it from the way that I see it. So to my eyes, I can see that it's 4 lights total. This is still a little blurry, but it's not as blurry as that. We got some scratches here. We got a lot of orange peel here as you roll the camera back and forth to the light. Yeah, much better, much better. So that was 2,000 to 3,000. We plan on doing 1,000 and 2,000 and 3,000 all the way around the truck to ensure that we get rid of all of those little nibs and those little trash and the little specks and stuff like that. All right, so now that we got an idea and a perspective of the color sanding and buffing process, we're gonna chop this back down to 1000 grit. The compound and the polish, it really didn't take off much. It just cleaned it, flattened it up just a little bit, made it shiny. So we're gonna take it back down with 1000 to give you an idea of where we're going with it, where we're aiming for it, because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't plan on recording the whole process. I'll cut y'all on in the next video. I know I said we was probably gonna record it while we was rolling after it was all done, but we made a lot of progress today. This thing was deep blue. We got our windows in. We're gonna take a heat gun to this so we can shrink some of this, but this is locked in place. Got everything secured. Door panels is in. He's gonna put the lower door panel in shortly, probably when he gets it home, or he might bring it. Digital dash is in. I think he took the battery. Yeah, disconnected the battery. Check out what we got up here. Seats gotta be installed. Dome light. Speakers is up there. Man, I keep forgetting we forgot we sprayed in here, man. Behind the seat. We got a screen. I think believe that's the radio. Yeah, yep, that's definitely the radio. That's pretty sweet. I love it, man. Got the visors right here. Headliner is in. Take a good look at that again. Yeah. Like I said, the dash has been painted. Yup. Everything's new on here, man. So we're going to continue with the color sanding and buffing process. And like I said, this is going to be one of one. I can promise you that this is extremely flat, extremely shiny. None of this will be here by the time we're done. Where we at? Yeah. So everything that you see right here is what we'll be getting rid of. Now that we know that these will not come out if you try to end it right here, you're gonna have to get those fisheyes out. All of it, it's all the way up there. So 1000 grit it is. We'll work our way up. So if you have fisheye, you might want to take some 1000 grit to it. I'm sure you can get it out with 2000 grit, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a little minute. So just do it. Knock it out with the 1000 grit, and then yeah, move forward. Look how shiny that is, man. Yeah, it's gonna look a whole lot better when all them little dots is out. So let's go ahead and jump right on it. You guys is over here baking and spraying. Now let's talk about this right quick. I know some of y'all probably like, why y'all spraying and y'all painting and color sanding a vehicle at the same time? That's because those fans are extremely strong. Those are just industrial ventilation fans. And an overspray typically doesn't come past behind the car unless you're behind the car. Look at that. He needs a respirator. I'm gonna check his ass here in a minute. Got one right here. Way to tear up your lungs, bub. But like I said, the overspray. Hey, we got a respirator, bro. Where your mask at?
Respirator. He up there.
Look, I said it. If he faints tomorrow, that's on him. But
Not talk about this shit.
look how fast it's pulling out. It'll be alright. And that's just one fan. So me standing right here, I don't smell it. None of the fumes or anything like that is in there. So that's why we're able to have the heat on. Oh yeah. Get down through there. It's all pulling in front of the car. Yeah. We're going solid white, might throw a little pearl in there. Yes, sir. Much better. Much better. That's what we're going for right now. You know, right here. I don't see anything. You really don't want to see anything, but you also want to make sure you don't burn it. You don't burn it or anything. You don't peel through that clear coat. That is flat. I'm just gonna try to find a dry rag. I hit it with 1000. So we blocked it with 1000. Take a look at it. See how we did? Much flatter. If I had to nitpick, I see that one right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to be butter. Yeah. Super flat. We still got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little ones. But you see how we could barely see the deep ones? We're not going to be able to see those. This one you'll probably see, that one you'll probably see. It'll be really hard to tell. So we're going to keep going with the 1000 grit. We're going to try to get some. Oh my goodness. That is crazy smooth, like unrealistically smooth. God, 1,000 grit, baby. We'll hit it a little bit more to try to get the rest of those out, but we're not gonna spend too much time on it. Been on this area for a cool little minute. Chase it all the way up, 3,000, and we'll hit it with the compound and polish. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this whole hood with 1,000 grit, and then we'll cut y'all on in the next video. I just don't want to take too much time of not posting. I like the consistency. I'm sure y'all like the consistency. And yeah, we're gonna keep dropping at least minimum every 2 days until this bad boy is finished. Like I said, we got some pieces in the lobby. Let's go take a look at. Got these pieces right here. Glove box cover. And yeah, we got the rail that goes right over the front bumper. And then we went ahead and shot that again. I didn't like how it was looking the first time we shot it. Made it look a little blotchy to me. And then it had just a little bit of trash, a little more, too much trash, more than I was really caring to have in there. So I ended up just re-clearing it. So yeah, looking good. Cut y'all back on in the next video, man. Peace.